Connecting your housing development's units to the internet affordably is actually pretty simple. And once you have internet connectivity in place, you open up a whole world of possibilities for you and your residents. Broadband providers bring bandwidth to your curbside as part of their own infrastructure efforts. Bandwidth is simply the amount of connectivity speed or power in a single connection. The old analogy of the internet superhighway makes good sense because the more lanes on the highway, the more traffic it can support. And the same holds true for bandwidth. The more bandwidth you bring to your building, the more users can share it and the faster they can go. The best way to transmit this bandwidth is through fiber optic cable or just fiber. Fiber is typically used to bring the desired amount of bandwidth from the curb into your building. This is usually done by connecting the fiber to a router or switch located in an easily accessible location such as a basement or equipment closet. Now that you have bandwidth in your building, you will need to distribute it to all of the locations that you want by creating a network. The usual method for building this network is through low voltage wiring such as coaxial cable or Cat6 cable, or by creating Wi-Fi distribution points. For new construction projects, it's best to plan for this cabling at the same time your electrical plan is being designed and installed at the same time as your electrical or high voltage wiring. Low voltage wiring may be run to every single unit as well as any common areas. Wired connections are the fastest and the most reliable ways to spread the bandwidth to everywhere you want it. In other cases, where existing building design will not easily allow for many wired connections, low voltage wiring will be run only to a limited number of places using low impact locations such as stairwells to run the conduit. Everywhere wiring is run, you will need to install an internet router or similar equipment to accept the signal and distribute it to all of the devices such as computers, TVs, phones, and other internet-powered devices that will share the bandwidth. Devices can be plugged directly into the router, but in most cases, the router will distribute the bandwidth using Wi-Fi. Where less wiring is possible or desired, Wi-Fi connectivity is a good way to go to distribute the bandwidth everywhere you want it. Wi-Fi can be set up to simply share a single internet connection throughout your building, or like wired connections, as individual networks within your units, giving your tenants the ability to set up personal devices such as smart thermostats, door locks, lighting, voice assistants, and more. The simplicity or sophistication of your network depends on a number of factors, including your development's layout and building materials, the amount of choice you want to give your residents in terms of connection speeds and other devices and services that use the internet, your local bandwidth suppliers, your budget, the amount of revenue potential you'd like to build into your plan. Bringing internet bandwidth to your property and sharing it with a building-wide network brings so much potential to your property. In addition to supplying internet connectivity to your residents, you can share your internet connection to surrounding areas via community Wi-Fi. Connect to a 5G cell tower on your roof, bringing monthly revenue along with it. Install sensors that can monitor and manage your water and electricity usage. Manage a solar PV system, detect break-ins, or even protect residents in a fall. The more we know about your project and what you'd like to accomplish, the more we can share with you about how best to get it done. Try our short questionnaire to get some targeted recommendations, or better yet, reach out to us directly.